Hey, all Kate here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing episode 5 of Metal CardBot Season 1. So yeah, in this episode we are introduced to another new Metal CardBot, Phoenix Fire, and also the fact that he is afraid of fire. Which, yeah, so firefighter afraid of fire, but, I'll get into why that's the case. But yeah, anyways, the pros, the cons, and the mates. First off, the pros. Phoenix Fire himself. Phoenix Fire is, well, a fire truck. And honestly, the one thing I don't completely like about Phoenix Fire's vehicle design is like the windshield part where the eyes are. I don't know why, it just feels a bit too wide for me personally. But besides that, the rest of the design, honestly really good. And his robot mode, also pretty good. Like, his head has like this, like a firefighter helmet, like one of those older ones. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Both his vehicle mode, despite the one problem I have, and his robot mode look pretty good. I quite like his design. And then next up, which something I brought up earlier at the beginning of this review, is the fact that he's afraid of fire. And in this episode, we learn why he's afraid of fire through a dream sequence. So basically, when he was coming to Earth, his ship started to burn up in the Earth's atmosphere, which you'd think their ships would be strong enough to not burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. But yeah, it started to burn up in the atmosphere, and like fire started to come in into his ship. And obviously, look, obviously, I've never experienced that, and usually most average people like me will never experience going back down to Earth and their like ship starting to burn up in the atmosphere. Obviously, most people won't experience that, but for people who do experience it, like people who have actually been to space, yeah, obviously that's quite terrifying because it's like your chances of possibly dying are very high. So yeah, obviously he's traumatized. So this makes him like whenever he senses a fire, like any form of fire, whether it's like a candle being lit or a barbecue is being had, he just goes to where the fire is and puts it out, which obviously can be annoying because like we were shown like some scenes of like people having barbecues or celebrating birthdays or hell even carrying this like torch through this like Olympic sports like event, and he puts out all the fires, which look, in his perspective, it makes sense because, he's traumatized. But for everyone else, it's like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, as I see, like, oh yeah, this is why he's afraid of fire, which is completely understandable because, again, the situation he was in obviously would be quite terrifying, even if most of us really wouldn't experience it. Then next up, there is Phoenix Fire's metal card. His metal card turns into a giant hammer, which honestly looks really cool. I really do like the reds, and I like how they like make the colors of their metal cards match the some of the colors of the metal card bots. They look nice. I really like them. I like the transparent look all the metal cards have. Although it does kind of make you think, wait, if they're mostly transparent, wouldn't they be called crystal cards or something like that? But yeah, besides that, yeah, honestly, really do like the look of his metal card. Quite like it. And then finally, there is the fight scene. The fight scene between Blue Cop and Phoenix Fire. So yeah, near the end of the fight, Blue Cop uses the shooting part, or uses like the gun mode, or like the gun part of his metal card, which happens to let out fire, which, scares Phoenix Fire. And then, like, okay, because like, Phoenix Fire damages Blue Cop, which leads to Mega Ambler having to be summoned, which we see that Mega Ambler can actually heal his teammates, which actually made me give a little comment in my reaction that it would be cool to see like a Metal Cardbot RPG or something, I don't know. But besides that, yeah, so after Blue Cop is healed, he is able to deliver a uppercut directly into Phoenix Fire's spine. Okay, not like, okay, mostly his back, but like he uppercuts him in the spine, which you could probably imagine would be very painful. But yeah, he goes like flying in the air. He's also gets electrocuted through the punch, and then this leads to like him dropping his metal card, which leads to Jun being able to capture Phoenix Fire. But yeah, the fight scene was just really amazing, especially like Blue Cup's final attack is just, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's just so epic. Okay. Okay, but yeah, I'm done. But yeah, fight scene, really good. Quite loved it. Quite liked it. But yeah. Now for my cons and mids. Surprise! I have no cons and mids, because this was once again another pretty good episode. So yeah. Anyways, I give this episode 7 out of 7 stars. So yeah. So, anyways, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!